Spence says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? All right, let's scroll up and see who we got in the building thus far in the AM. TY Boxing 02 is in the building. What it do? Miami Stupid 305 is up in here. G McCall is up in the building. Pablo Escobar, Coach 67 Sports TV is in the building. Black Superman, what's happening with it? Got Sadi. I'm sorry, man, if I messed your name up. Sister Shower. What it do, Shower? Anwar Willis. Carolina Slim. Rod Neal. My brother Joe Townsend coming through, standing on LDBC business. We got Kevin Hill is in the building. What it do? Let's see. Nada 86 is in the building. What it do in that super chat? Nada, appreciate the love. Coming with the 2 piece. He says, salute, General. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Thank you, brother. Salute. Let me see here. Woke is in the building. Marcus, CJ Robinson. Justin Jacobs. Jay Bean Boxing and Betting is in the super chat with the 5 piece. Thank you, sir. He said 78 wave Bucks white flag over the weekend. Bucks window has closed. Cancun, go Rockets. Listen here, man. Congratulations to you and your Rockets and all that good stuff, man. But listen, it ain't over until it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? I know the Bucks ain't winning no championship this year. At least we got like a 1% chance of winning the championship this year. We just suck right now, right? We got a lot of bad stuff going on. To y'all, it sounds like excuses, but in reality, it's just we got bad luck, man. Giannis is playing injured right now, and still getting 30 points a game. We got Dame Lillard, who's out for this year and probably next year, and we still got to pay him with his blood clot. Then we got Bobby Portis suspended 20-something games. We ain't even got him back, so we've been missing Bobby for all these games. A young guy, Jericho Sims, who we got after the trade deadline, who brought a boost to us, athletic big man, he got a thumb broken, so he's out. AJ Green hasn't been the same since his injury, but AJ Green was out yesterday. What else we got? I mean, I can keep going. It's just horrible, bro. We got no consistency, right? And I know, it's easy to blame Doc this, Doc that, but think about this for a minute. The Milwaukee Bucks, we had Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Dame, right? Never got to see them guys play in the playoffs. You know why? They was hurt. Never got to see Chris, Giannis, and Dame, that trio, play in the playoffs. Failed experiment. That's all. So Giannis and Dame together is just it ain't gonna work. Dame we got to do something with Dame. I mean, I know it's messed up because he got that blood clot, and I hope he can come back and play next year. If he can't, then he got retired, bro. Because I'm not trying to pay Dame to be sitting on the bench for two more years. Like, you can't play. You have to retire. It is what it is, man. But yeah, the Bucks is in trouble, man. But we got a few bright spots out there. KBGJ is in the building. Deacon Dollars. Coach Hudson is in the building. What it do, Coach? Kevin Hill, Tamir Ali, Mo 2013, Craig L. Will Sinclair is in the building. Slip the Jab, Prince Hakeem, the Jab Jabberee, my brother. Ack, what's up? What's happening with it? Young World, Bush Baby Boxing, Sydney Taylor. Let me see here. Escalero Gustavo is in the building. Stephen X, what it do, bro? Uh, K Mac, light skin business. Brandon Adam Perry, sniper in here. Dane Watson, what it do? Salute to everybody in the building, man. I can't read all y'all. But salute to everybody that's up in here. I see my brother Drew Titan LLC coming through. I see Jay Green. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Salute to everybody I missed. What it do? What it do? Let's go and start cooking, y'all. So, this was brought to my attention yesterday. Somebody asked me to speak on it. I was sidetracked. I didn't have enough time, but somebody wanted me to speak on this. So I saw a video where Terrence Crawford did an interview, and he's talking to these two guys. I think one of them was an MMA fighter or something. Well, at least I don't know. Maybe I got confused. But he did an interview, and I saw a clip of the interview. I didn't see the whole interview yet, but Terrence Crawford was asked, "Is Errol Spence Jr. a Hall of Famer?" And yeah, Usman, that's what it was. Thanks, Stephen X. He said, "Was Errol Spence Jr. a Hall of Famer?" And Bud responded, "He don't think so." He said, "How? No." He said, "No," because he said that Earl was unified, but he never became undisputed. Okay, and he said he only fought in one weight class, and that was Bud's reasoning. All right. Now, I disagree with him. I disagree with Bud saying that. Let me get this Milwaukee Bucks hate off the screen. Oh, you said they both. Okay, both are okay. Both MMA fighters. Okay, so I disagree with Bud on Errol Spence being a Hall of Famer. Reason being is this. I think oftentimes we as boxing fans, we overly romanticize the Boxing Hall of Fame. Okay? We overly romanticize it into something like some elite list of guys who, you know, could walk on water, tiptoe on hot charcoal. You know what I'm saying? It's just we the reality versus what's in our mind is not true. Okay? Errol Spence is a Hall of Famer. If you go back and look at who's in the Boxing Hall of Fame, the International Boxing Hall of Fame right now, whether it's the Las Vegas Hall of Fame or International, if you go back and look at the International Boxing Hall of Fame, or who's in there, Errol Spence is definitely a Hall of Famer. Okay? Now, I know there's going to be people who look at that and say, "Oh, no way he's a Hall of Famer." You know, they're going to start talking about all these old fighters and who all the old fighters fought. They fought each other and they did this and that. And yeah, but then they're going to leave out a bunch of old fighters that's in the Hall of Fame. They didn't do nothing. They gifted. They was like, they just got put into the Hall of Fame just because they was there getting beat up by legends like Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong. Kadreka Young says Arturo Gatti, another excellent example. Arturo Gatti, very exciting fighter, one of the most exciting fighters ever. But you know, a bum in the big picture of things in boxing, right? He was never an elite fighter. He was an exciting fighter. He made for exciting fights because he was matched with other guys on his level. Daniel Chambers is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. Salute says, big up OG. He says, I'm sick of our Bucks. He says, I was so mad with the Rivers last night. Might get Doc out of here. I've had enough. I'm going to tell you what they need to do, bro. The Bucks need to take Doc and give him John Horst job. They need to fire John Horst and give Doc the general manager job and let one of the other coaches step up to be the coach. Doc got to remove himself from the coaching situation. He got to remove himself from that. But I think Doc still has a great basketball mind. He knows what pieces need to be there. He just there's something missing. Something lost in translation with Doc. But what's up, Brother Cadillac Red and building Supreme Beast? Yeah. Rocky Balboa, a fictitious character from a movie, is in the Boxing Hall of Fame. But you telling me Earl Spence is not going to be there? I'm telling you, fans are delusional, bro. And Bud is delusional. If for even thinking like what you got in your mind. Look. The thing is this, Bud, you are a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure. Like soon as you retire, yes, you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame. But Earl will be in the Hall of Fame too. Now I don't know if they do it like football. Like he might not be there on the first time he nominated or something. He definitely gonna be in the Hall of Fame. John Seals is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Good looking out, brother. Appreciate the love. He says, if you take Earl off his resume, he doesn't have the name on his resume. Hey, this is what Bud has to understand as well. Yes, you're undisputed, bro, 2 times, but you needed Earl Spence. If you didn't get that Earl Spence fight, your resume looks different, bro. You still get credit for being undisputed at 140, but there's a big piece missing there, bro. What's up, Jay Good? It's a huge piece missing there. It's personalities what it do. Coach Amber says she thought they had to wait 5 years. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the regulations on how they do it. I'm thinking about football, but I know this. A lot of people. I seen the argument between 2 boxing fans. I seen an argument between 2 boxing fans talking about how one was saying how Earl Spence wasn't the Hall of Famer because his career is overrated and all that kind of stuff, and he talking about how Earl's drinking and he chose alcohol over accolades, whatever, some little clever stuff like that. He said he chose alcohol over accolades or something, and he disrespected the sport and blah blah blah. All right, so we're gonna talk about that today. You know how I do. Philip Quinn is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. He says, "Do you think Haney's new muscle will affect his stamina?" No, not at all. He don't have no new muscle. He don't have no. That's the same muscle, bro. The only difference is, like Haney haven't put on no new muscle, bro. That's just. I'm telling you, man. The way cameras and that stuff is just unbelievable. Devin's just in shape. He took a good picture after a workout where he had a bunch of blood flowing, the muscles were warmed up and worked up, and it looks good visually. Okay, but that's not new muscle. His muscles are just refilling with nutrients. He just coming off of fasting and stuff like that. So they just, how it is. That's not new muscle. Devin has always been a big kid. Let's see here. Fred Holland says Tim Bradley was put into the Hall of Fame, so I think Tim Bradley made it. I don't even remember that. Tim Bradley made it. Earl getting in there. So anyway, so let's get to what we were just talking about. What's up, my brother Willie Lowe in the building? Bomb Squad up in here. All right, so let's get to this. What's up with the King G, the boxologist? So now, King G said, I think what holds Spence back the most is not becoming champion of multiple divisions. Right, and that's what I'm getting to. I think that first of all, I think he's a Hall of Famer now, but I think that Earl. I don't want to see him finish his career with the Terrence Crawford loss. I think it just leaves a bad taste in people's mouth and stuff like that. But we'll get to that later. I want to talk about the drinking stuff that the guy said. The guy said something about, what did he say? He chose alcohol over accolades. Okay. Now, first of all, there was another Texas fighter back in the day. He fought out of Texas, out of Dallas. Y'all tell me if y'all remember who he was. At least before our time, but if you read up on boxing history and stuff, you might remember him, reading about him. Texas boxer who fought the likes of Carmen Basilio, and he fought Henry Armstrong. He had 70 wins, 70 big wins, and he had 39 losses. 39 losses. No, not Donald Curry. He shot Donald Curry. 70 wins, 39 losses, and I think he had 5 draws. Right? Now, this guy, a hard puncher, but he also loved to drink. He was a drinker, and a lot of people criticized him of that day by saying, a lot of his losses and stuff like that came from drinking and driving, and he got into several motorcycle accidents and stuff like that, and he went into fights after that accident when a lot of people felt like he shouldn't be fighting no more, and he lost a bunch of fights as well due to that, and he loved to have him a drink. That man is in the Boxing Hall of Fame. His name was Lou Jenkins. Oh, schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia knew all about it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, the OG. I knew schoolboy was gonna know. Yep, Lou Jenkins. He's in the Boxing Hall of Fame, and it's a very similar stuff that people are saying about Errol. But if Lou Jenkins is in the Boxing Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen, Errol Spence will be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, he's going to be there. Now the thing is now, Lou Jenkins was a champion at lightweight. He fought at lightweight and he fought at welterweight. Now, Errol, I would love to see Errol go up to 160. I know everybody gonna say 154 and all that. It's been too long, bro. It's been too long. I don't think like 154 seems like that's gonna be too low for him now. Errol was supposed to be at 154 when he fought Crawford. So now he still hasn't fought since then. Let me see if I can pull up Errol's resume real quick. Let me see here. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay, here we go. All right. Errol is 28-1, 22 knockouts. Right. Seems like he got so much more to do. Right. He's Errol about 35 years old now. Now, Errol's last fight was in 2023 against Terrence Crawford in July. All right, he hasn't fought it's going to be 2 years, bro. If Errol's going to retire, okay, I support him. I'm going to support that move if he wants to retire. Okay, I still think he is a Hall of Famer, but if Errol wants to continue to fight, I would like to see Errol come back against some light work, man. It's been 2 years, bro. We got nothing. It's nothing to be ashamed of. We your fans. We gonna rock with you regardless, bro. Fight some light work. Just get back into the rhythm of things. See where you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Errol come back fighting no headhunters, you know what I'm saying? No monsters. I don't want to see it. I just don't think it's gonna turn out good. Now, Errol fought Crawford in a loss. He fought Ugas in unification. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Good names. Lamont Peterson. These are some good names. Kell Brook, you get it. So, Errol has the names on his resume. He has the accomplishments. But I would like to see him fight in a different weight class. I think 160 would do the trick. 154, I don't trust it. I think he's going to still struggle to make weight at 154, in my opinion. Let me see something. Let me stop sharing this. And let me go to, let me share something else here. Let me see here. You said, why Spence ain't fought for Honduras? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's like some big secret, and it's making me a little paranoid then something might be wrong. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's making me think something might be wrong. You know what I mean? Let me see here. All right, let's look at this here. This is Ring on Ring Magazine. Reject these cookies. All right, this is WBC rankings at 160. Carlos Adames, I like him. I think he's a good fighter. I think that's too much for Errol right now to come back and fight him right now. That's too much. But if he was going to get into the rankings, some of these other guys out here, there's some guys here, Shane Mosley Jr., you know what I'm saying? Ammo Williams. Oh, there we go. Liam. Oh, snap. Beefy down there. We got Liam. He ranked number 10. Go ahead and get Liam Callum up out here. Liam Smith. Left twitch, right twitch. Get Liam Smith up out of here. Now, he's a good fighter, though. In all seriousness, I ain't trying to be funny. The boy can crack. He knocked out Chris Eubank. All right, that's WBC ranking. Let me see what's up with the WBA at 160. Arizona Laura. Man, Laura still around, hanging in there, man. Shout out to Arizona Laura, man. Unbelievable. The fact that Laura's still here, crazy. So Shane Mosley Jr. looked like he might be a good name for Earl. Shane Mosley Jr. ranked in the WBC and the WBA. Let's see here. This might be a good division for Earl. You know, he ain't got to fight all the. I mean, I just think this would be a good division for him. Let me see. Let me look at the IBF real quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see him come back and fight no champion just yet. And the IBF rankings are stacked too. But they go to the name, Shane Mosley Jr. again. Shane Mosley Jr. back in there again. Let me do one more. I'm gonna check the WBO just to be sure. All right, oh boy, Yannick got the unification. Shane Mosley Jr. number 2 for them. Shane Mosley Jr. is entitled contention. He's ranked in every single section about him. Now, in all honesty, how many of y'all out there think that Errol Spence Jr. Can't beat Shane Mosley Jr.? Just a question. I think that's a good fight for him. It's a good strategic fight. It's a good fight to get back in the game. In my opinion. Woolbag in the super chat with that 10 piece. Appreciate the love, Woolbag. He says Errol Spence should fight Keith Thurman at 156 catch weight or 160. That fight long overdue. You know what, bro? I forgot all about that fight. Keith Thurman just came back and got a win, didn't he? I completely forgot about that fight. You're right. You're right. I ain't mad at that one at all. Come back and fight Keith Thurman. That's a moneymaker. And then after that, fight Shane Mosley Jr. That's what I would do if I'm Earl. But I don't, man. Yeah, I would do definitely Keith Thurman. Definitely, that's a good fight. KBGJ is in the super chat with the 2 piece. Appreciate the love. He says, "Did you see EJ next to Brian Norman Jr.? He's a middleweight. No, I didn't see him next to him. But I know he's a middleweight. I know he's a middleweight. That's what I'm saying. He don't need to be fighting at 154. I think he's gonna have trouble making 154 because it's been 2 years since he had to cut and make weight." Red, you think Keith gonna get him, Earl? I mean, Red think Keith gonna win. at this stage. Let's see here. I don't know who will win that fight, man. I gotta see how Errol look in training. That's a 50-50 fight between Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and me right now. I don't know. What's gonna happen. Errol is he been out the ring too long. He said we might as well sell 2.0 Spence and Crawford. Who's training Errol? We don't know. There's been no official announcements. Lala D, what's up, Lala? She said, I'm telling you, people love Thurman, don't know what it is. His fans love him. Yeah, I used to be one of them until you started acting brand new. Junior, the truth, what it do? Junior say Shane Mosley Jr. wins right now. See this what I'm saying? This is the thing, man. This is why Earl needs to come back and get some wins in, man. Just come back and fight. If you're gonna fight, continue your career. Don't get too old. Don't sit on the shelf. You already had a long layoff before you fought Crawford. Matter of fact, let me look at that. Let me see something. Yep, he had a year layoff, over a year layoff before he fought Crawford. Didn't take no tune-ups. Now you got another 2 year layoff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is not a good look, man. Not a good look, bro. John Seals is in the super chat with that 5 piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I'm an Earl guy, but he can't get approved by a doctor. If he fight Keith, he will look like Bud. Oh, man. Well, if Earl can't get approved by a doctor, then it's a wrap. He just needs to retire. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to retire. Because if that's what's going on, hey, look, I keep hearing that. I haven't seen nobody from EJ's team refute that report. Reports are the Earl Spence can't get approved to fight by any doctors. If that is the truth, then Earl should retire. And hey, man, we love you. Thank you for everything you've done, and we can have a party for you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't let's not push it, man. That ain't nothing to play with right there. And now listen, this was said. Somebody said this last year, and we didn't hear nobody refuted that, man. Because then we got to think about it. Okay, if that's not true, then what happened? Why didn't the fight with the boy Fundora fight happen? They stopped Bud from getting the fight. They stopped Bud from getting the fight. We think of EJ and Fundora from the fight, which I didn't like that fight for EJ, but the fight didn't take place. What's up with the Ricky Edwards? Key of life 7 times was happening. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all smash the like button though. We need 400 likes in the building. Get the likes all the way up. I don't know exactly what's going on with Earl, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta strike while the fans are still interested, bro. You gotta strike while the fans are still interested. Because sometimes I'm telling you, I said this before. Fighters think like people in general. You forget the time is going by. If people forget about you, man. They will. Boxing gonna move on. People forget about you. And you know what I'm saying? If you wait too long, it ain't gonna. The comeback ain't gonna be what you think it is. You gotta strike now. If Earl is healthy and he's able to fight physically, I think he should come back and be fighting some warm up fights right now. That's it. Fight some warm up fights now. Shake the rust off. D'Artagnan 8 in the cash out with the 20-piece chicken nugget. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. Hold on a second. Just got a notification. I blocked this dude off my page. Some hater came my Wilder interview. Oh, Wilder's fighting a bum. Haha, what a joke. You the joke? All you Wilder haters, y'all the joke. You know why? Y'all act like Wilder sucks so bad. Wilder's such trash, y'all act like. But every time this man come out, do an interview, show himself in public, anything, here y'all come, making 100 videos. Y'all always in the comment section worrying about what he's doing. Just shut up somewhere, please. Shut up somewhere. It's Principalities in the super chat with the 10 piece. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you, sir. He says, we need you to get EJ on the line for an interview, General. Man, I've been trying to talk to EJ for I don't know how long. So his core fan base needs to hear from him to settle the smoke. I agree, brother. But, you know, I tried to interview EJ a while ago. Because I started sensing this happening. Like it's gonna, fans gotta know what's going on. And if it's a health issue, then hey, we support you. We're gonna rock with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? If it's a financial issue, if it's a business, what is it? We don't know. You said that's probably part of the dilemma as well. He don't want a tune-up fight. Well, hey, bro, takes you some tune-up fights, bro. I'm telling you how fans work. Fans don't care. Listen, like they trying to say, Wilder fighting a bum. They don't care about that, bro. Listen, all fans care about is highlight reel knockouts, and you getting a dub. When AJ was coming back off of his losses, and AJ fighting people ain't nobody ever heard of, all he got to do is knock these dudes out, and then everybody, AJ's bad. That's all they care about. So look, Errol come out here and fight some chump, beat him up. People gonna be happy. Haters, people who don't like him, they're gonna say what they want to say regardless. But yeah, I think Errol should come back, get him a couple of fights on his belt, fight some chumps, some low-level guys, knock them out, beat them up, whatever, and get back into the groove of things. Mo Gravy said, "What's my thoughts on Ryan Garcia? What do you mean?" Ryan Garcia for Errol Spence? No, I don't want to see Errol Spence fight Ryan Garcia at all. I really don't want to see. To be honest with you, I don't even want to see Devin fight Ryan Garcia again. I don't want to see no black people fight Ryan. I don't want to see Ryan get no money. I definitely don't want to see him fight EJ. Not at this stage of EJ. Nope. No way, no how. Let me see here. Exactly, Ravens Nation. I don't want to see them fight TFMO either. What's up with it? Mind the Master Musa in the building. For the Stormy B Man came through here. So yeah, man. The way I see it is this. If Errol Spence, in my opinion, will be a Hall of Famer. If he just retired today, he will be a Hall of Famer. For the reasons I just gave you about Lou Jenkins. You know what I mean? Similar stories as far as the drinking and accidents and stuff like that. But I would like to see Earl go to another division and get some wins up there as well. I think 160 will be the ticket for Earl. 160 should be all right. . 'Cause, 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 Todd French 600 is in the super chat. That two piece, much love and much appreciation, fam. Says I can tell you my thoughts on Ryan F. the racist. Absolutely, absolutely, Todd. Hold on one second. Let me try to find something real quick. Let me see here. I think I had it on my computer, but I think I might have deleted it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, yeah, here we go. Let me save it. Let me save it here. All right. Put this on the screen for y'all. I just have to take this, have to download it again. I knew I had it up here before. So Earl versus Plant. No, I don't want to see that. Plant too big for Earl too, and he too active. Way too active. Earl needs some chumps right now. This is in the perfect world. If Earl Spence is healthy, I'm saying, if he's able to fight, I would like to see Earl fight two chumps. What I mean by chumps is two guys that's ranked like, less than the top 20. Fight two chumps, right? Then come back and try to fight, because he got the name. He can fight a Keith Thurman or Shane Mosley Jr. You know what I'm saying? I would fight Shane Mosley Jr. if I was him. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Man, come on, man. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen for you. This is a tweet from Errol. He says, worst thing I did to myself was drinking. If you're an athlete, focus on the end goal. Hopefully, it's a better situation for you and your loved ones. Now, he put this up in February. This didn't get a lot of attention for some reason. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking real talk like this, it don't get no attention. When you start talking negative and all the goofy stuff, you get a lot of attention. You know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is, man. So if that's what it is, if the alcohol and stuff just weighed him down too much, because that's what happened to AB. Adrian Broner, I mean, look, we mess with AB and we can talk about all his goofiness, but if we being honest with ourselves and we look back, Adrian Broner was a phenomenal talent, bro. Phenomenal. And we literally watched alcohol disintegrate this brother like somebody just dropped him in acid or something. I mean, this is what it is. Y'all know I ain't lying. It can happen. We seen it happen to our loved ones, our family and friends. You know what I mean? It happens, bro. So an athlete, woo, definitely can happen. Let me read these super chats real quick. Let's see. Boxing Fan Times 4 is in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says, I asked Drew this on his show. Now I ask you. Should or will DJ be stripped of the LDBC awards. No, we're not going to can't strip him on no award. No, simply just no longer recognized as a winner. No, I'm not doing all that. Just he let us down for sure. But we're not going to go back and you know what I'm saying. And I want my bed back. I bought that TV. No, I bought that TV. You know I did. No. And my daddy left me that Buick. You know, no. I ain't finna do all that. That's whole behavior. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you know, it is what it is. At the time we gave DJ those awards, he won them. He won them. But at this moment in time, he just definitely disappointed us, and he co-signed racist Ryan. It's disgraceful. Yeah. So you know, yeah, this does sound like a retirement tweet. I wish he would just come out and say that though. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would come out and say it because what I don't want to see is I don't want to see like we let our guard down and go, okay, EJ retired and stuff, you know, that's the end of it. Then we find out EJ coming back fighting Joe Blow. Nah, bro. If you're gonna retire, just retire, fam. And it's cool. We're gonna support you. What's up, lovely brown sugar Tay Tay in the building? So yeah, we seen this happen to Adrian Broner. We've seen it start happening to EJ, and it's like the reflexes and stuff start to disintegrate a little bit. And this is out of EJ mouth. This ain't nobody saying this about him. Because to be honest with you, a lot of the Crawford fans were saying this before the fight that EJ wasn't the same, and they were saying that he had you know these residual effects, and we didn't want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Nick J, what's up, Nick? She said, with the long layoff Leonard had, I think Spence is coming back. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I mean, man, it's possible, Nick. But man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be real with you. Just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I shouldn't even say this. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want kids to be listening, and I don't want to give nobody the impression that. But y'all know, Leonard. I'll say this. Honestly, I think heavy consumption of alcohol might do more damage to the body than tooting powder in some people. Maybe. Because you know, Sugar Ray, you know Sugar Ray used to use that booger sugar. Sugar Ray Leonard was on the booger sugar crazy. All of them was back in them days. And Sugar Ray, he took what? He took 5 years off with the eye of the retina, came back, jumped right into the Hagler fight. Okay. Um, he wasn't. He was in better shape than. He was in better shape than EJ. I think he was in better shape than EJ. EJ is you know he's been his body's been broke down already. Errol Fury, sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, I think he was in better shape. EJ was in better shape. I mean, I thought Sugar Ray Leonard was in better shape than EJ. You know, since cirrhosis of the liver caused by excessive alcohol drinking. I'm just saying, man. I know a whole bunch of people back in the '80s was tooting powder and all that kind of stuff, and Even in the 90s, was too popular. And they run around doing something completely different. These are the ones who didn't turn into crackheads now. They run around doing something completely different, right? Then you got people who was heavy into drinking. Like I'm talking about, I ain't talking about people who drink on the weekends. I'm talking about people heavy into drinking. And man, it's just a different type of ball game. You know what I'm saying? What's up, drink my water in the building? Jermaine 419, I agree. I think Earl is a Hall of Famer in my book. I think he's a Hall of Famer. And I'm telling you, if anybody who thinks he's not a Hall of Famer, just do me a favor. Look at the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Look at the people who are on the list, and then just do your research. So most of them you probably gonna know, but then you're gonna see some names you don't know, and just look at some of these people. Look at the people on the list and their accomplishments, what they've done, and it's not as romantic as y'all want it to be. Oh my God, to get to the Boxing Hall of Fame, you got to do this and that. Arturo Gatti is in the Boxing Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Solar says, let me see what Solar said. Alcohol, serious problems. Charlo twins, I think, have been caught up with it as well. There's been a lot of rumors about Charlo's. I don't know what's. I mean, I know the alcohol part, but I've heard other stuff too. I've heard the sugar, booger sugar as well. I've heard all kinds of stuff. There ain't no telling what's true and what's not. I don't know. And it's a difference. Like I say, like with alcohol is a liquor store away. You go get you some alcohol. You know what I mean? You could do alcohol every day, and you think you totally fine. Won't even see the see yourself disintegrating yet. You know, but yeah, it's just dangerous, man. Definitely dangerous for an athlete. It's dangerous for anybody, but definitely for an athlete. Uh, Viral Reach Solution. Salute to you, Super Chat. The two piece. Thank you, sir. He says he's Hall of Fame, but not all time great. Do you agree? That's interesting way you put that. Hall of Fame, but not all time great. Okay, so if you say all time great, if we say top 10 greatest welterweights of all time, is Earl in there? No, not in my opinion. No. Top 10 greatest welterweights, I wouldn't say so. So if that's your standard for all time great, I would say Earl is one of the top 10 greatest welterweights of all time. No. Anybody else in the chat say that? 10 greatest welterweights of all time? It depends on where we starting at. 10, 20, 30? $650 Bullies is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. So Louis says, uh, that's why Ryan was also was taking those IVs because it helps with the hangovers. Yeah, he flushing out a lot of stuff in his body. Ryan knew what he was doing, flushing out a lot of stuff in his body. Yeah, had he beat Crawford, you can make an argument for to put him in there somewhere. Because man, you start looking at the welterweights through history, man. Welterweights throughout history is sick. It's a sick. That's a nasty list. I don't even want to start naming nobody because it's going to get ridiculous. But that's why I say he got a better chance at becoming a multi-division champion. Let's see here. Jermaine 419 say 78 Bud. got a win against Canelo just because of all the talking he doing. Because if he loses, he going to get cooked and mostly be his own kind. Yeah, I mean, Bud definitely got to beat Canelo. He got to because what Bud is trying to do right now, he's striving for greatness. He's doing something great, and of course he want to get paid, but he's doing something great. But if he pulls this off, man, this is gonna be some of the greatest stuff I've seen in my boxing lifetime. If uh if Bud pulls this off, it's gonna be great. Coach Hudson say fasting on burdock root for anyone needing help to get these addiction elements out of your blood and digestive system. Good stuff. I never heard of burdock root. Drink more water. Say he doesn't have to win. He just has to not lay down and put on a good fight. Well, it depends. It depends on what you want to like. If Bud go up there, he fight Canelo, and it's a good scrap, and he lose a close fight. I can respect that. Everybody can respect it. Um, but beating Canelo is a whole nother ball game. Beating him, oh boy, he beat Canelo Alvarez. Man, I'm trying to tell you, we're gonna have to have some serious conversations on this channel about all time great status. I'm gonna be talking ignorant that night. Hold on, give me some water real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. D'Artagnan 8 said, read your comment. Where you at? Let me see, fam. I don't see you in the chat, D'Artagnan 8. What's your D'Artagnan 8? What's your I forgot what your YouTube name is. Let me see. Yeah, put it back in the chat, bro. Let me see here. Come on, man. What is? Oh my goodness, this laptop, man. Sonny says, "Salute, brother. My thing with Earl, the matchmaking of the PBC helped his career. Um, Earl avoided southpaw fighters a lot. Fighters he avoided blood. Well, look, a lot of people say that. I don't think it was PBC matchmakers or anything like that. I thought that Earl Spence got some good names on his resume, and the same names that Crawford wanted to fight them guys too. Earl got a chance to fight him. Earl beat him. No, D'Artagnan ain't got another name. I forgot what it is because y'all be having one Cash App name, one YouTube name. I can't remember what his name was. Back says if Bud controls range perfectly throughout the fight, he can beat Canelo 10-2. Right, Coach Amber? Coach Amber say PBC made all their welterweights fight each other. Yeah, the only person who didn't want no smoke was Keith Thurman. At the time, he didn't want to do it. Green Hulk, what's happening with it? All right, y'all finna, if y'all want to cook, I'm finna drop the link in the chat. Get y'all opinions on Errol Spence Hall of Fame status and all that kind of stuff, man. See what's happening. Drop the link in the chat. Now remember, when you come on here, be respectful. Don't be talking crazy, cussing. Keep the cursing down to a minimum, please. All right, let's see what we got here. Link is in the chat. See Canelo already up by 3 rounds. Possibly. That's why Bud got to go in there and stand no business. Because like I say, I didn't think it was a good fight. I didn't like the idea of Crawford or Spence fighting Canelo. I thought it was stupid to even be chasing him. But a lot of different circumstances happen. If Bud believes he can win, then I'm going to rock with him. If he believes he can win, I'm going to rock with him. What's happening with it, Marcus? Yeah, y'all get them lights all the way up. The lights all the way up, ladies and gents. Viral Reach Solution says Floyd going to be doing 90 on the freeway if Bud beats Canelo. And Floyd going to be Superman. Floyd got everybody, man, whatever. He got a lot of these dudes fooled. These dudes think Floyd really rock with them and like them, man. Floyd, man, please. So 78, who do you pick in the fantasy fight? Canelo or Julian the Hawk Jackson? Canelo. Julian Jackson was a beast, though. One of the hardest pound punchers of all time. But skill-wise, I got Canelo. Woolbag, what's happening? He say, he talking to Ravens Nation. He say Turkey remind you of Big Red and 5 Heartbeats. Man, see, boxing fans don't know what y'all want, man. Yeah, y'all bad mouthing Turkey. Man, come around here throwing his money around. He trying to make some fights. Y'all bad mouthing Turkey now. We know he ain't perfect, but all Turkey. This is how I see Turkey. I don't see Turkey as the savior of boxing or nothing like that. I see Turkey as somebody with money who's gonna cut out a lot of the excuse making the guys are saying why they can't fight. You gotta make sense. You gotta make sense, man. The money gotta be right. Turkey is removing that excuse. That's all he doing. So you can't hold Turkey to the standard of Jesus of Nazareth or something, man. Y'all acting like this dude supposed to come in here and just fix everything in boxing. No, he ain't got that kind of power yet. They ain't never gonna let him get that kind of power. Boxing still run by the mob, man. Turkey got the bread, but he ain't got the power yet. Not yet. Sonny says, I wouldn't be surprised if Bud beat Canelo. Floyd will come out of retirement to fight Bud. I know it. It's a pipe dream. Floyd ain't coming out of retirement fight, but Floyd will never give Bud the satisfaction. Never ever. I see a lot of people was going with this stuff about uh, Bud versus uh, not Bud, but Floyd versus George Kambosos. That's man, you know that fight ain't happening. What did Bob Errol say about top ranking PBC teaming up? What did he say? I didn't hear that. What did he say? So Turkey got Bob and Al teaming up on man, bro. This is what I'm saying about boxing, bro. So if Bob Arum and all of a sudden Al Heyman all of a sudden, hey man, we gotta get together. We gotta stop this guy from taking over boxing. Come on, man. Now let's work together, bro. That's just further proof of the sucker behavior going on in boxing. You been telling me all this time we've been waiting on you guys to make fights. Y'all can't work with each other because you're a bunch of idiots. Then when the guy come in who removing all y'all excuses about money being right, now all of a sudden y'all want to work together, man. Bro, boxing, I told you it's corrupt, man. It's corrupt. It's corrupt, man. Unbelievable. Bob Arum. Bob Arum ain't never had a good word to say about Al Heyman in all these years. But now you mad because he didn't want to got old Dana White. But whatever, man. It is what it is. I let the fanboys keep making excuses about it. Fanboys keep making their excuses. Well, I think that PBC call Al, man. If you want to make the fight, call Al. You want to fight Tank? Call Al. Hear this mess for years. Call Al. What's up, my brother? Buck City Reloaded in the building. Main event, Mark. What it do? Nah, Coach Hudson, they ain't learned their lesson about Bob yet. They haven't, but they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn the hard way. Well, a lot of these promoters want to stay in a position to keep robbing these fighters. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. If you are really looking out for your fighters and you want what's best for your fighters, then why would you be opposed to them working with a dude in Turkey Al Sheikh who got a bigger bag for him and he overpaying fighters just because for his own entertainment? Well, I just want to see the fight. I don't care about this and that. Oh yeah. He did you wrong and yeah, okay, fine. I'm gonna give you $5 million. How about that? You get five. I want y'all fight. That's what Turkey doing. So all these fights we never got, had this dude been around boxing 10 years ago, we would have got a lot of them fights. If not all of them, we would have got a lot of them. Trying to compete with Turkey and Dana. It's goofiness, man. Well, the Dana White TKO thing ain't gonna be what y'all think it is anyway. I don't think so. Dana White ain't gonna pay them guys nothing. The TKO boxing thing is gonna be like kind of a boxing after dark type of thing. They gotta show me. Sonny says we have boxing content creators working with certain promotional companies to slander Turkey and certain fighters that ain't PBC. We already know. Yeah, we know how that go. It's funny because they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, You guys getting paid. You guys getting paid. As if we ignorant. Like, bro, just cut it out, man. Y'all dudes getting paid, and y'all ain't even getting no money. Y'all ain't even getting no money, bro. You dudes getting paid with credentials and interviews and exclusive information. Dude, like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna just do what I tell you. Just do what I tell you. Listen, I'm gonna feed you information. You put it out there, okay? And I'm gonna give you heads up on all the information. As soon as I get it, you gonna know. That's how they get paid. They ain't getting no money. Most of them, at least. They just want to feel impotent. Get used. They ain't on no budget. Them dudes couldn't tell you what PBC marketing budget was or what top ranked marketing budget is because they got the money to pay you, but you ain't asking them type of questions because you worried about getting credentials. You worried about all this old nonsense. Being somebody looking important, looking like somebody versus being somebody. Now, I remember certain people came to me with some nonsense about a new promotional company. This dude, I mean, whatever. No disrespect to him, but he came to me. He hit me up. He emailed me. It was like, this is years ago. This is after MTK Global tried to get me to convert over there. This other guy, I forgot the name of the promotional company. It's a boss. It was this upstart boxing company, and he was like, he started name dropping all these famous fighters, legendary fighters that was gonna be a part of it and stuff. So he like, yeah. So what we want is for you and some of your friends. I want you guys to go come out and help promote this event and this and that, and help us do this and help us do that, and get in the. You guys will be able to have access to cover the fights on your channels, and you won't get any copyright strikes and this and that. So okay, yeah. I said okay. So what's the money looking like? What do you mean? I said, what you got? I know you got a marketing budget, right? This is all a part of marketing. So somebody's paying you to market, right? You outsourcing your marketing to me, right? Because I have a platform and I got a bunch of channels that rock with me. So I understand, I respect your hustle, but what's my cut? Oh well, I can't talk about any financial stuff right now. Maybe in the future after we see what. Sorry, can't do it. Can't do it. Because I know right now somebody's paying you a grip to handle their internet promotion. And you wisely came to me to do it for you. You just thought I was a dumb ninja finna do it for free for a Coke and a smile while you collect all the money. No, I'm not. You better talk to these other dudes on YouTube, not me, not 78. I don't care how many fake subs you be buying people. Oh, I can get you 20 more thousand subscribers within the first couple of months just from knowing me. Man, shut up, fake subs. Let me see here, my brother back here. What's up with the Coach 67?
Man, what's good with you, General?
Nothing much, man. Just out here chilling, man. What's your thoughts on what we cooking on, man, with EJ?
Well, first and foremost, in terms of him being a boxing Hall of Famer, just think about it, bro. Rocky Balboa is in a boxing Hall of Fame. A fictitious character. So that tells you everything about the credibility of it. Errol Spence Jr. definitely has a better resume than Arturo Gatti or Mickey Ward. He has a better resume than either one of those two cats. So he definitely a Hall of Famer in my estimation. Now, in terms of Al Heyman and Bob Arum working together, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. The fact that Bob Arum is still out here moving around and operating, bro, man, look, what they did to Don King, I don't care what nobody say. Bob Arum did way worse stuff than Don King ever dreamed of doing. So the fact that basically you make the black man seem like he the scum of the earth, but the Jewish guy, he's still operating. I mean, people don't realize like he was investigated by the feds, on multiple occasions too. But they don't bring that up, but they just talk about Don King like he the scum of the earth. I mean, if Don King was whipping all fighters, I guarantee you Bob Arum was doing way worse. So at the end of the day, bro, I mean, I don't see why people don't see the double standard and the hypocrisy when it comes to the Don King versus Bob Arum conversation. I really don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And in
Right.
terms of Turkey Al Sheikh, I mean, I think the jury's still out on him, but as of right now, I think by boxing fans, I think he's done good and he good for the sport of boxing as far as I'm concerned. Now
Yeah.
things could change down the line. I mean, the verdict's still out on it, but I think he doing good by the fans at this point.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to my brother, Trill Will, LBC, and nothing in the building. What's up, brother Reef in the building? Um,
Man,
Pastor Stu.
appreciate you, General. Man, y'all be blessed. I'm finna hop off. Let
Okay,
somebody
bro.
else hop
Appreciate
on.
you. Appreciate you, my brother, Coach 67
Man,
Sports.
appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna get what you said, man. You know.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie, Coach 67 Sports TV. All right, Pastor Stu, what's happening with it, bro?
Going on 7-8. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's good, bro.
Nah, so I mean, I don't see why it's an issue um to give Errol Spence uh that distinction. I mean, there's a lot of I don't know, there's a lot of variables that happen in boxing that make that distinction itself even wishy-washy to me because most people who would say no, Errol Spence don't deserve that title, it's probably due to them having a misconception about the sport in general. I mean, think about think about your favorite fighter like Sugar Ray Robinson. You feel me? Like there's many people there. He has people in his resume that beat him that no one's ever heard of. You feel me? And they have like a lot of losses to their record. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example. Do you know who Ralph Jones is?
Ralph Jones. No, fresh my memory.
So Ralph Jones is an opponent who beat Sugar Ray Robinson. That fight is on YouTube, and I think from what I remember from his record. Actually, I'm gonna pull that joint up. Give me one sec. Um, it's 52 wins, 32 losses, and 5 draws.
Right.
And when he fought Robinson, he had 32 wins, 12 losses, and 3 draws. In this day and age, people crap on boxers for having one loss. You feel me? And we're talking about a guy who had these many losses and gave Ray Robinson one of the most tactical fights of his life, and he beat him. And no one ever heard. Most people never heard of this guy. You feel me? And Sugar Ray Robinson is considered the greatest boxer who's ever lived. You feel me? So in my mind, I feel like this distinction of
You talking about
make it.
you
Go
talking about
ahead, sir.
you talking about Tiger Jones?
Tiger Jones, correct.
Okay, I see we put in there. I'm like Ralph Jones. I don't know who that is. Tiger Jones, I know that name. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My fault. But the point that
No,
I'm
no,
trying to
that's it.
make is
No, that's his real name. Ralph's his real name. But we call
the
him.
point that I'm trying to make is that most people, if you're not like a boxing head, or if you don't do the research, most people don't know who these fighters are.
Right,
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? Maybe us boxing heads might know. Maybe we might be interested in the history and look it up. But for the most part, um, most people wouldn't know who Tiger Jones was. They wouldn't know that he's a highly skilled boxer despite his losses. You feel me? So this Hall of Fame distinction is kind of, in my opinion, it's a bit dubious. A lot of the things that get you in it is kind of stupid. There's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame, female and male alike, that I never really followed or heard of. I don't know how many of us follow the bantamweight division like that, but there's bantamweight fighters in there. You feel me? That I don't really care for or heard much of, but they in the Hall of Fame. You feel me? So and Errol Spence, for what it's worth, he's fought and a lot of great fighters of this era. The Danny Garcias, the Ugases. He's fought and beat champions. It's just that people get it misconstrued, um, that Crawford beat him as easily as he did. And, for most people who don't follow boxing and see it as a circus today, they don't understand that great boxers of Errol Spence's quality or better got beat left and right every weekend in the 90s and earlier. Like there was a ton of great boxers that were facing each other and were just losing like throughout these decades of great boxing, and they were still respected and revered. So in my opinion, I mean, why not? Why can't Errol Spence be on the Boxing Hall of Fame? Like what? Like I'm not interested in hearing somebody else's take on why Errol Spence shouldn't be there, because I feel like a lot of it is going to be like filled with bias that probably won't make sense to me. Because I feel like Errol has put in enough work. He's represented Texas well enough, that if someone were to put him in there, no one should have a problem with that. Because in the amount of fights that he has had, he's done great things in the sport. You feel me? So that's my take on it. And that's all I got, General.
Hey, good
Y'all all
stuff.
have a great day.
Be blessed, brother. Great
You as
stuff.
well, champ. You as well.
Yes, sir. Pastor Student came through, dropping the jewels. Dropping the jewels. You know what I mean? I agree. I agree with what he had to say. Say, is Arturo Gotti Hall of Fame? Yeah, he is. He in there. He's in there. Lala say, when I seen Earl stop using his jab, I screamed into the whole section at the fight. He said, but Earl definitely Hall of Fame. Yeah, I got Earl in the Hall of Fame as well. You know, check it out. I know it don't seem like that, you know, because I even heard some people say Adrian Broner not going to be in the Hall of Fame. Yes, he is. He is. I'm telling you, he is, bro. Y'all got to go back and look at these old fighters, man. Go back and look at this stuff, man. Like, bro, it's a whole lot of that stuff going on back in the days. And like Pastor Stu was just saying, if you only focus on the guys like Ray Robinson, Henry Armstrongs, and Jake LaMotta's and them guys, Muhammad Ali, then you're gonna you romanticize the Hall of Fame to being the guys who won all those fights. There's a whole lot of guys that's in the Hall of Fame that lost to all them dudes. Hold on one second, yeah. What's up, Lala in the super chat? Appreciate it. Thoughts on the Farmer fight? I talked about it. I thought it was a good fight. I thought Tevin Farmer showed a lot of heart, a lot of determination. I thought, it's good to see a lot of people giving him props for his heart in that fight. I missed it live. I watched the replay. I think he got robbed of a knockdown too, because he knocked down Zepeda in one of the rounds. But other than that, I thought that Tim Farmer fought well. I thought he fought well. I'm waiting to see what Zepeda gonna do. He don't want to fight nobody. Let me see here. But anyway, y'all finna get up out of here. I've been on here too long. So going out here and make me something to eat. I'll try in a minute though. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff. See y'all in a minute, man. Deuces.